Hi guys, it's me again, and we're going to do a short clip to show you guys how to make the apple pie filling for your apple crisp. First things first, you want to make sure that your apples are all nice and washed. The next thing we're going to do is peel the apple. You try to get all the skin off. Okay. Then we're going to cut it in half next. And now you want to core it. So with my knife, I'm going to make a V-shape cut into the apple and then lift with my knife to take the core out. And then just lift. If that happens, it's okay. Just cut like this at an angle and take the core off. There you go. Alright, now we have a flat surface for our apples, and then you just want to start slicing. And there you go. After all your apples are peeled, cored, and sliced, you want to put your tablespoon of butter and cinnamon in the pot. Get all the goodness in there. Let the butter melt and marry the cinnamon. Okay, then you want to add your apples. Don't do that. Okay. Now you want to mix your apples all together with the butter and the cinnamon. Nice even coat. You want to add your water. Okay, and then once everything's evenly coated, then you want to let it cook for about 5 minutes or until your desired texture. Till it's, you want it soft but not too soft or mushy, so, or whatever you like. Alright guys, so I have my apples cooking with my butter and my cinnamon, and now I'm going to add my sugar. Give it a good stir. All right, all that goodness. I wish you can smell it. Smells good. Okay, next I'm going to add my cornstarch water. It's just with a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to pour that mixture in now. And it's to thicken up all the juices. I'm gonna give that another stir. It's pretty thick, as you can see. If you want it more thicker, you can add more cornstarch water to it to thicken it up more. But I like it like this, and to whatever desired thickness you like for your apple pie filling. So the second part of this apple pie crisp is making the crisp, the topping. So I have my 6 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, slightly cold, my sugar and my flour. So I'm gonna add my sugar, my flour all together, and using my hands, I'm going to squish it all together so it's all nice, incorporated, nice and married to each other. So after you have your flour and your sugar and your butter together, this is how you want it to look like, crumbly. After you made this, the next thing we're going to do is put your pie filling into your little ramekins and then fill it up to the top and then put your topping on top. So the next thing we're going to do, we have our pie filling, our crumble ready. We're going to put our pie filling into our little ramekin foil cups. All that goodness. Our topping. Alright, after you have it all assembled, you're going to put it in the oven for 350 for 30 minutes, depending on what kind of oven you have. So just make sure you keep an eye on it. And then when it's done, it will look like this. Okay, so the next part of this dessert for your apple crisp is your homemade ice cream. What goes better than ice cream for your apple crisp? So I'm going to show you how to do it. I have my half and half, my sugar, and then I have vanilla extract already in my half and half. So I'm gonna pour it in my small Ziploc bag. I'm gonna pour my sugar in. Alright, and then I'm gonna close it nice and tight, get the air out. Alright, and this is what it will look like. Alright, and now I have my big Ziploc bag full of ice, and then my half a cup of salt into the bag. The salt is to keep the ice cold. It makes it colder and kind of helps it from melting fast. So I'm just gonna close it real quick and shake it up a little bit. Now I'm going to put my nicely closed tight bag of half and half into the bag. kind of mix it, put some ice on top. Okay, now I'm gonna close it nice and tight. And now what the next thing is pretty fun. Is you're gonna shake it for 5 to 6 minutes, and if you have kids or grandkids, have them do it. It's really fun, and your hands get really cold, so maybe it's better for your kids to do it so your hands don't get cold. So after you shake your bag of ice cream for 5 to 6 minutes, it's gonna look like this. It's a soft served ice cream, and it melts quickly. So if you're not gonna eat it right away, you can pop it in the freezer and it'll firm up a little bit more, or just eat it at the bag, get a spoon, or put it on top of your apple crisp.